Can you believe we got Governor Sarah Palin here, ladies and gentlemen? To God be the glory. And before she takes off, I think she's going to be staying here for a while, hopefully, but Governor Palin, before I had my very last flight in the B-2 stealth bomber, I took 50 coins with me, Spirit of Missouri coins, because I wanted to give one of these coins out every year to a person of character, of integrity, that's all about service over self. And Governor Palin, it would be my honor to give you my Spirit of Missouri coin, man, because you are a leader amongst leaders. You do what's right, and that's what we lack in this country. God bless you. Let's hear it for Governor Palin. You know, I love you. And before I get started, I got to start with first giving God the glory. You know, I almost died in Desert Storm, and after that day, I took a vow to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that I would not forget the joy of life, baby. And I give God the glory. I also want to thank my family, my wonderful wife of 30 years, Penny, I love you, and my kids, Eddie, Benny, and Freddie, where are you? I'm just kidding. It's Giuliano, Nico, Antonio, Gabriella, Irish names. Roger that. Hey, where's my team? Monetti team. Woo! I'm so lucky to have the greatest team. This is grassroots, baby. I have grassroots people that are showing up. And if I start naming some of you, I'm going to leave some of you out. But you know who you are. You know what you mean to me. You are the spirit behind the B-2 Spirit bomber that stands before you. And I'm so honored that you are here before me. Thank you, team. So here we go. This B-2 stealth bomber pilot's about to take you on a mission. Are you ready? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take us back to where we came from. I'm gonna start there. And then I'm gonna tell you about the 5 targets I plan on hitting. You know why? Because bomber pilots, you know what we do? We put bombs on target to affect positive change. I'm about to tell you what the 5 targets are that I'm passionate about. And it's gonna start with mental health. I'm so passionate about mental health. I'm going to talk to you about some vision about what we're going to do to make Missouri #1 in the nation to conquer this challenge of mental health. Yeah, that's right. After we go over mental health, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of our Constitution and the way why we need leaders that are willing to stand up for what's right for this country. I'm also going to tell you about the importance of our military. I know a little bit about that. And what we got to do what's right for our military and our veterans that serve. You think I'm going to do anything for our veterans? What do you think, Steve? That's right. I'm going to go on to talk about the immigration challenge because you know why? My mom and dad were legal immigrants and they got in line. But there's a way that we can help our immigrants that want to come to this country. I'm going to share a little bit about with that. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about the value of education and a vision I have to improve that. Are you ready for those targets to get here? I'm then going to talk to you about what are the threats that are stopping this B-2 stealth bomber pilot to going on the target area. What are the threats that are trying to stop me? Like the establishment. The ones that don't want a guy like me going to mess up what they have in their plans. Are you kidding me? We're so done with politics as usual. I'm going to give you an idea of what that's like. And then lastly, I'm going to ask you, the people, to help air refuel this bomber pilot to get me to target area. So are you ready for Monetti? Here we go, baby. Yeah. I'm blessed to have 3 awesome friends. Coach Levy, are you here, Coach? I love you, Coach. Coach Levy and my good friend Doug and Pat, we work out 3 times a week. Now, Coach is a mentor to me. Not only is he a fitness trainer, he's 70-something years old, but he always wears duct tape around his sneakers. And I asked Coach, hey Coach, why do you put duct tape around your sneakers? And he said to me, Tony, is to remind me where I came from. Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think I'm wearing my bomber jacket? You think it's to look cool? No, I'm sweating here, but I'm here with you. I'm wearing this to remind me where I came from. And where I came from was to serve my great nation, for you. And what we need are patriots to rise up. We finally have a president that hears our voice. And what he needs is a wingman that's going to help him with the America First, Missouri Always mission that I'm about to undertake for you. We, the people, are taking our country back. All right, so here we go. Let me tell you about where I came from. My mother and father were legal Italian immigrants. And it took my mother 5.5 years to become a citizen of this great nation. She came here in search of the American dream and found it. I love her to pieces. And I always wanted to be a pilot in the United States Air Force since I was about that high. And I went to aviation high school, which is about a 3-hour trip every day, an hour and a half each way by subway, from Brooklyn to Manhattan, Queens. And I always wanted to go to the Air Force Academy to fly jets. I applied myself at school, but 1 year prior to graduation, I did not get accepted. I'm going to teach you the story about me because I want you to know where I came from. Nothing ever came easy. So I applied, and unfortunately, I did not make the academy. I only applied to one school, the Air Force Academy. So here I am, a month from graduation with nowhere to go. What am I going to do? I prayed to God. 3 days later, on the subway trip, I saw an elderly woman standing, and I offered her my seat because my father taught me to have respect for older women. And the lady said, "Grazie" in Italian, and we started conversing in Italian. And she says, you know, every year my son comes back from Japan for 3 days. He flies F-15s, and he's home yesterday. Why don't you come to my house tonight because you're a nice boy, you give me a seat. I'm not making this up, ladies and gentlemen. That night I went to her house. I met Captain Salvatore Speciali. God bless you, Sal. And he said, kid, you remind me of me. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to call the prep school that I went to because my SAT and ACT scores weren't that great, and I'm going to see if I can get you in. He calls the school, and the guy goes, there's no seats. He goes, you got to find one more seat. Guess what? It cost $8,000 to go there. Now, my dad was a blue-collar worker, electrician. He was about to buy his first car, Cadillac. He gave me the money instead. And ladies and gentlemen, I went to prep school, and I memorized thousands of words. I didn't date anybody, thank God, because that's how I met Penny later on. And thanks to God, I was accepted to the Air Force Academy, West Point, Annapolis, and I chose the United States Air Force Academy. And in my ring, I wrote, I love you, Dad. And I'll never forget throwing that hat up in the air as F-16s flew overhead. And ladies and gentlemen, the rest of the story is unbelievable. I had an opportunity to serve you. I thank you. I ended up strapping a B-52 on my back and going to something called Desert Storm. While young Josh and a couple of these other guys running for Senate were in kindergarten, I was flying 400 feet at night, deep in enemy territory, putting bombs on target. And you know, being an airman is nothing compared to Marines and Army men and women that are serving out there. But I gotta tell you, getting shot at in combat's not fun. And I remember at 8 seconds, there were AAA anti-aircraft artillery just coming like in the movies, right and left. And there was nothing I could do. I was in the B-52, 400 feet off the deck. I saw the tanks we were hitting. The bomb bay doors came open and we dropped 51 bombs at the max speed of a B-52. There's a missile launch on us. The other airplane in front of me got hit, a B-52 in the tail. We're getting shot at left and right. We put the bombs on target. I'll never forget the night sky lighting up as the tanks blew up. And we came within 50 feet of hitting the ground as the missile went right above us. And I believe that God put his hand underneath that airplane, ladies and gentlemen, and said, not yet. Not yet. I ended up having to shut down 2 engines because of fire lights for emergency egress into Saudi Arabia. And I'll never forget kissing the ground, getting on my knees, kissing the ground and saying, God, thank you, Lord, for keeping me alive. And I'll never forget that joy of life, still being alive. That's why I want to do this, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't about, do you think for 1 second, after I almost died, I said, I'm so glad I almost died so I could run for the United States Senate someday. You with me? I went on to fly B-1s, and I was one of the very first B-2 pilots, and yes, I have flown combat missions from the heartland, air refueled a couple times, put bombs on target, got distinguished flying cross, and came back home safely. I would do it all over again. Serving in NATO, the Middle East, the Far East. You talk about foreign policy experience and leading 9 nations for peacekeeping operations. Being the chairman of Balkan Plans. That was my job, ladies and gentlemen. And it paled in comparison to some of my brothers and sisters that are in Afghanistan and Iraq. That's where I came from. I ended up then starting my own family restaurant business for over 10 years. And yes, you have to be crazy to be a restaurant owner. Everyone thinks we're really rich, but we're not. We just really work hard. We're the first ones in, the last ones out, the last ones to get paid. But I know something called a budget. And it appears that there's people in DC that have no clue what that means. I'm going to talk about that soon. I also went on to academia to be an assistant dean for 300 students. And I surrounded myself with people much smarter and better than me in many ways. And we took a dying program and made it revenue positive, where all my students, while sophomores, have jobs. I'm not making that. You just have to change the culture with your vision, with integrity and passion, and just get out of the way and teach core values. That's where I came from. Now, what am I going to do? What are the targets I'm going to hit for you? I'm about to tell you. It starts with mental health. You know, when there's these school shootings, our hearts just bleed. We value our children's lives. How and why are we not doing what we should be doing rather than taking away our guns? What we need to do is focus on the problem at hand, which is mental health and security for our students. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm married to a mental health counselor, and she tells me stories of people that struggle with mental health, addictions, and instead of sticking them in jail, why are we helping people? Why are we helping people that are disabilities in many ways that are living a life still with challenges? We need to promote the general welfare. That's our job as senators, isn't it? So why don't we focus the best and brightest minds to lower prescription drugs, to focus on tort reform, to do what must be done? I will be their champion. My son suffers with a mood disorder, but he lives a productive life. Why? Because he's learned the importance of integrating and being aware of that challenge. And I thank God for him, and I'm very proud of my son. Let's talk about the Constitution. Do I look like the kind of guy that's going to go along with what Mitch says, or am I going to do what's right for Missouri? It's time to change Mitch, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You know why I say that? We're done with these career politicians. Can you believe they've been there for 30-something years? They've literally turned what should have been like George Washington doing it for 2 terms. They were patriots, ladies and gentlemen. They were warriors. They were educators. They were farmers. They were not career politicians. We've lost our way. We really have. We need to go back to where we came from. We need someone that's willing to fight for you and our core values. When it comes to the Constitution, it's simple. I will defend the First Amendment and religious liberties. On my watch, no pastor will be forced to do a gay marriage in the church. That said, I also believe that I don't think it's the role of government to tell us what we're doing in the bedroom. Are you with me? So I want less government, less tax, strong defense. And let people live the lives where they want to with their privacy. You with me? Come on. Now when it comes to the Second Amendment, here are my lips. It will not be infringed on my watch. I will fight for a balanced budget amendment. And I will tell, you're going to see me on CNN someday with your help. And I'm going to, and MSNBC and Fox News, and I'm going to say, all of you congressmen, all of you senators, guess what? When I ran my business and I didn't balance the budget, I either had to shut down or I didn't get paid. So you don't get paid now. That's right. We need leaders, ladies and gentlemen, that are going to stand up for you. We're not afraid of doing what's right. We need people of integrity and character. I will fight for term limits. You already heard me say I took an oath. I'm not a ladder climbing politician. I'm going to do this for 2 terms, and I'm going to go back to fishing and flying. I will also do something called the Plain Language Act. Forget about all these lawyers doing these thousand-page documents that we can't even understand, and they weave in all this other stuff in it, and they tell you to pass it and then you can read it. What are we doing here? We've lost where we're coming from, but there's hope. Let's talk about the military for a second, shall we? I will fight for increased readiness, cybersecurity, and stealth technology, but let me tell you something. As a guy that served for a quarter of a century, there's a lot of waste going on in the military. How many people in this room are veterans that you remember what happened in late September? What happened in late September? Use it or lose it, Chief. You know what I say? Why don't we change the way we do business and make it like zero-based budgeting model like the rest of us have to do? And incentivize our veterans that if we save those monies, instead of using it and losing it, we give it to mental health or to veteran affairs. What it takes is leadership. I remember being told to go fly a B-52 with the gear flaps down for 2.5 hours of fuel to zero the budget. And I know there's other people in this audience that have to do that. I see the heads going up and down. I've heard, that's right. I've heard of people having to buy $10 million tanks that they really don't need. Look, I believe in the Powell Doctrine. We shouldn't be sending people all these wars that don't really provide for the common defense. But if and when we as the Congress say, yes, President, let's do it, we must give our veterans the right training and equipment and the will to win. I love all the homemade signs, by the way. Monetti, thank you. All right, there's a couple other targets I want to hit with you, and immigration's one of them. I told you my mom and dad were legal immigrants. It took my mom 5.5 years to become a citizen. She got in line. But I got news for you. There are certain things we can do to improve immigration. When I've been going around for the last 1.5 years, what I've been hearing from people that we need immigrants as far as workers doing certain jobs. And what we need to do is look for ways for merit-based immigration to improve the process. And I think our president is right on target on that. I'm in favor of building a wall. We need to build a wall, but we also have to remember that we are a nation of compassion and understanding. And clearly, I blame many of the parents that take the children here that were just happened a couple of weeks ago. But what we have to do is have compassion and understanding and not separate families. And I thank Melania Trump for going there and our president changing it to help the situation. Makes sense? We are all a nation of immigrants, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stop dividing ourselves. Why are we doing this in this country? Aren't we just sick and tired of it? Democrats, Republicans, Independents, while the rest of us have to use common sense and find common ground. Why don't we do that anymore in this country? It's because of the establishment, that's why. They don't want a guy like me, like you do. There's one last thing, and then I'm going to get into the threats, and that's education. I'm about to announce something to you tonight that I've been working on with my team. What I want to do for education is simple. We need to, I believe that, how many teachers in the house? Raise your hands. Teachers, I believe in what you do, and I thank you. I think a lot of them are underappreciated and underpaid. Now, what I want to do when it comes to education is a few things. We've got to move away from this common core, and we need to go back to core values. We must go back also to Judeo-Christian values. The values that made our country great. But we've lost sight of that. We take God out of everything. And there's a silent majority that tells us what we should say and do. We take God out, this is what we get. But we need leaders that are brave enough to stand up and say no. The best thing we can do as a nation is get government out of our lives and repair families. Here's another thing when it comes to education I want to do, and it's pretty simple. When it comes to education, how about this for a solution? We need more vocational opportunities and community colleges. Instead of our kids getting $70,000 in debt, becoming PhDs. What are we doing? How about this instead? What we do is we tell students that don't have the means, a lot of these inner city kids that want to do something with their lives, that need a helping hand. But we tell them in America it's about hard work, like our founding fathers. But here's what we'll do for you. If you go to vocational or community college for 2 years, you have to serve in the military for 2 years, or you have to serve our community, like our veterans. How about that for a solution? Common sense solutions to complex problems. Education is the key. Look, what's the threat stopping this B-2 bomber pilot from putting these bombs on target? The threats are simple. We've got the establishment that don't want a guy like me. You know that. We got young Josh Hawley. Now, young Josh, he's a Christian. He's pro-life like me. God bless him for that. But he ran 2 years ago that he was not going to be a ladder-climbing politician. And what did he do? He became a ladder-climbing politician. We're done with ladder climbers. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been to 43 Lincoln Days. I've worked harder than any other candidate. I stepped down from my job. I'm not getting a paycheck. I'm a retired military officer. My wife's in the but I took a step of faith because God put this on my heart. But I gotta tell you, when I've been to 43 and young Josh has been to 1, and he was the guest speaker there, and then for 43 times I hear either lieutenant governors or senators or congressmen backing him up, I think to myself, have they already ordained and established somebody else for us and thrown all this money? Are we just sick and tired of that? You know, I actually heard them say Josh Hawley is the tip of the spear because he won the Hobby Lobby case. I said, really? Well, integrity is important to me. And let me be clear with you, ladies and gentlemen. I did not argue the Hobby Lobby case before the Supreme Court, but neither did Josh Hawley. I did not win the Hobby Lobby case before the Supreme Court, but neither did Josh Hawley. And just to be clear, him winning that case is like me winning Desert Storm. And let me be clear, I did not win Desert Storm. It's just funny. Now, when it comes to Eric Clare, you know Eric Clare, she's like a chameleon, right? Now, our incumbent senator, she just needs to do one thing for her. We need to inspire Clare. I mean, that's what it comes down to, you know what I mean? We got ladder climbers and we got people flying jets. The only jet I flew is climbing up a ladder to a B-2 flying for you. You know what I mean? Now what we have with Air Claire is, supposedly she represents our values. Are you joking me? Our heartland values. I'll tell you what our heartland values are. We're pro-life, and I don't understand why she keeps funding Planned Parenthood. Who's defending life? She was against the tax cuts. Are you kidding me? Us poor deplorables, but sure can use an extra $1,000. She was against Neil Gorsuch, who was clearly eminently qualified. Am I right? Am I wrong? You can count on me confirming originalist judges to the court. And she was the deciding vote on Obamacare. Hey, I'm going to wrap things up with this, ladies and gentlemen. We need to remember where we came from. Our mission is clear. America first, Missouri always. The question is, are you going to do what it takes to give me some air refueling to get me to the target area? Join the mission. I like it. We all are on a mission. And I took my faith in Christ that He's going to pave the way. To God be the glory on this, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm so thankful to you, the people. We, the people, are deciding to take our country back. We, the people, have decided that we have to return to where we came from. We must go back to what made our country great. And I will be President Trump's wingman to help him drain the swamp and with your help of volunteering, of donating, and voting for me on August 7th as the top one on the ballot, we will help make America great again. Do you like these rallies? Well, if you like them, we're going to continue doing these in other cities across our great state. And we're going to forecast out to you where we're going to be with our MAGA truck, and then we're going to ask the regular people like us to show up. We're talking about Hispanics, blacks, whites, Chinese. We're taking our country back. God bless you. Are you ready for the day? You ready?